Yeah, I don't really know what that means.
Today, MJ takes shots.
If it's the Wizards, MJ, you know you're going to miss those shots, right?
But it's not, is it?
Oh, whatever.
Romo's bright future.
Can't bench me forever.
But
Bling,
Mother
bling,
Nature,
bling,
Mother
bling,
Nature
next
can,
year.
Marcellus. Flacco's lack of passion, that's disturbing.
No fire and desire. Ray Lewis is a liar. You can't talk about that man like that.
Hang in there. It's Friday.
Take a squat, because Sports Nation starts right now.
Sports Nation is presented by Toyota.
It's Friday. I have waited for this day all week. No. Did you guys just do something?
Yeah, we hit one, but you didn't
apologize for absolutely nothing.
Woo, this is Sports Nation. My name's Beadle. This is Golick Jr. This is Granderson, and that is Wiley.
Oh, look at that.
We're going by sporty last name nicknames.
Yeah, Wiley,
By the way, real quick shout out. Shut up, Bill Belichick. You know exactly what swagger means. And why do you have to be that guy all the time?
It works. It wins.
Also, where's the sweater? Unfortunately, we do have to start today's show with something that's not happy at all. It's from last night's game. Panthers linebacker Luke Kuechly appearing to suffer a serious head injury in the fourth quarter. It's very scary, but what was scarier had to be this. It's his emotional reaction to being injured, something I don't think we ever really get to see. Today we learned he's officially in concussion protocol. His teammate Thomas Davis posted a picture earlier today with the message that he is doing just fine. It was interesting last night because as much football as I think we all watch and y'all have played,
Yes.
we don't often get to see that, and it took a lot of people by surprise.
Yeah, very severe concussion. I haven't heard a lot of people talk about what really happened if you watched the play. Two things occurred. One, he got the perfect hit on the chin, as boxers would say, right on the button. And then he gets hit from the back, a whiplash effect. So when you have those two things, this was magnified. But what happens when you get a concussion? Everyone hears that word. We just kind of think about it and just say, oh, let's move on. You can't control your emotions. You sometimes can't control your bowel movements. I've been in that position where I couldn't control my bowel movements, couldn't control my emotions, couldn't control your random thoughts. I've seen guys cry for their mothers like this was the last day on earth. I've seen guys who couldn't control their physical movements. And then you start thinking the darkest things. Obviously, you come out of that place depending on the severity of the concussion. But when I saw that, it was just a reminder. It wasn't enlightening to me because I have been through that experience. It was a reminder of how brutal the sport is.
But it was very important that the average person saw that, because we do hear the word concussion so often that it become now detached.
Yep.
And television, for better or for worse, tend to cut away or go to commercial when a player is injured, so we don't get to see this. Now this tells us that when we discuss concussions, this is what it kind of looks like. This is what the men are dealing with. And it also helps you get a better appreciation of just how intense and physical the game of football is.
Really hard to watch.
And a better appreciation for what the guys on the field have to do after that, because you saw all his teammates, guys from the other team, coming up to him, making sure he was okay. You all see that. Everyone's processing what Marcellus just talked about, because a lot of guys have lived it themselves. They get to see that, and then the next play they get to lock back in because they've got a job to do going forward, and that's one of the hardest things to understand. So seeing it in person, I hope, gives people an appreciation for just how difficult that is.
To compartmentalize, to have to move that, detach yourself from that emotion, and go forward with your task.
Glad to see that he appears to be doing better.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, you will.
And we will all, the sad part is, by Sunday, everyone's right back to their couches and not thinking about it. And
that's
that
how
is
the
what's
game goes.
scary about the whole thing. Let's do a little basketball. Not so sad. Last night, Russell Westbrook was inducted in Oklahoma Hall of Fame, and he asked Michael Jordan to present him. Jordan had nothing but praise for Russ. He also appeared to take some shots at KD. Take a listen.
I think another thing that you guys should be proud about is the sense of loyalty that this kid has shown to the state of Oklahoma. I'm not here to try to bash anyone that's not here. Everybody has a choice. I'm not saying that you don't have a choice. Everybody has a choice. And when I saw that he chose to stay here in Oklahoma, I was so proud, and as Clay know and as Russ know, I texted him to show a sense of respect.
Imagine the reaction. No, I'm not doing it, guys. I'm not going to do it. I'm not playing your game.
Hey, it's a little sideways. What's wrong with MJ?
By the way,
like he got a concussion.
Look, it has come to my attention that not everyone up at this desk automatically thought, and it could also be a shot at LeBron. I don't know. It could be just shots at people who leave for, greener pastures. But not everyone thinks that was a shot. Is that right?
Yeah, I didn't think it was
I
a
knew
shot.
it was going to be you.
Will you stop? That was not a shot.
Of course it was.
One is the
then
kiss.
what's the smile for?
One, amazing that they got the entire state of Oklahoma in that one little room. I mean, that was big.
Is that the nicest Oklahoma's ever
I didn't know
It looked
that's
good. Get a vacation home out there. That looked good. Let me say this. That was not a shot. That's the kissing baby speech you write. The low-hanging fruit speech you write when you want to up a guy who is taking a sacrifice, but in a way, it's condescending what he actually says. Because think about it. He's saying, I'm proud of this guy. But we're proud of some things that we won't necessarily do ourselves. A lot of people walk up to teachers. I'm proud of you being a teacher. Would you ever do that job? Hell no. People say that all the time because it's almost condescending at times. What he's saying to him is, look, you did something I wouldn't have done, and I'm proud of you for doing it, but I would have never recommended you
I
do
don't
that.
see that at
Listen,
all.
let me tell you
that's all
something.
that is.
Let me tell you to my black people. When
Oh,
black folks start
are you
doing-
leaving the show?
When black folks start doing a little shuffle when they talking,
Was
you
it?
know exactly what I mean.
Yeah.
As
I've
soon as
been
you
there
say,
on Sundays.
I don't mean to say anything bad about nobody that's here. That means I'm saying something bad about somebody else here.
Oh, you
And if
better
went
stop.
back, look at MJ.
My pastor does that every Sunday.
Yeah,
He
you
ain't
better
talking
check him too. You better check him too. And when MJ started doing the black man shuffle that your Uncle Reeves used to do at a family reunion,
Amen.
you know he's talking some BS. So he was doing some
Hell
BS.
no.
Yeah,
Where you get that
Look
from?
at that shuffle.
Preach.
Look at that shuffle.
I don't see no shuffle.
That's not a shuffle.
I don't
That's
see
the
that.
greatest
Wait,
basketball
barely
player of all
registered.
time.
Right when they start showing, he
I don't
starts
know,
talking,
LZ,
he's
so
saying,
far. That ain't the black man shuffle.
Hold on.
That looks
Let it keep
no
rolling.
shuffle.
No.
Looks
He's
Trumpian to
standing
me.
straight
Let
up.
it keep
It
rolling.
looks Trumpian to me.
Let it keep rolling. Here we go.
That was like
a one on the wiggle Richter scale right there.
That's what
That
I'm
is
talking
literally
about.
shifting weight
That was
because you've been
shifting
standing
weight.
there for a long
Because your
time.
foot was going to
solid.
sleep.
He was uncomfortable.
He was solid
For the love
as
of
a
all.
Statue of Liberty, and as soon as he started with
Can we
the
mute
BS,
his mic?
he was
that
like,
man.
Mute him.
Hey, listen, you know what?
a shifting
Ooh,
of the
thank
weight.
Thank you.
Make
Jonah.
America great again with that. Come on,
Forgetting
what
the
hell
wiggle
you
right
talking
there,
about?
which didn't exist.
I didn't say the wiggle. Black folks don't wiggle. We shuffle.
Whatever you want to
We do
label
the
it, it
wiggle,
didn't,
Do I
it
wiggle?
didn't happen. But what did happen, anytime you have to preface this with no disrespect, but
Yeah, I love that.
he's a great guy, but.
Well, no one's perfect, so you can say but.
But you say that
The
with the
situation's
full
not
instead of
perfect.
knowing you're about to go in on somebody after
He didn't
that.
go in.
I
It was so
cannot
easy to say.
believe you.
What?
But I also can. I knew you were not going to think it was a shot.
Why would he shut his
You
mic
always
off?
think that-
Shut his mic
No,
off.
he's getting
This around the horn now?
We're going to keep going. Oh, we should all agree on this one. Former Maverick Chandler Parsons does not think that he deserves to be booed when he faces his former team tonight. He spent 2 injury-plagued seasons in Dallas, and apparently there are some fans that are mad. He, quote, stole money from the team. Here's more from Parsons. It's like getting mad at somebody for getting in a car wreck and breaking their arm. Like, how in the world can you be mad at somebody for getting hurt? I can never understand that aspect of it. So when it comes to Dallas, you're going to get mad at me because Dirk decided to take less money to bring in a really good player, and then unfortunately he gets hurt. That's why you're mad? Sure, boo. I don't think that's why I would boo. I got a lot of other reasons.
Yeah.
Marcellus.
Yes.
Should they give him a break? I don't.
Well,
Why?
I mean, full disclosure, I have some experience in stealing money from Dallas. So with that said, right. For different reasons also. Mine was effort and lack of achievement. It wasn't just
You were
injury.
over it.
That was done.
You were
I was
over
coming
it.
down the hill with no brakes.
Yeah,
It just
senioritis.
happens. He should be honest as he was in that assessment, and he also should shut off his emotions and not care about the response.
Thank you.
Because you could do no better in that moment. That was just the luck of the draw, the bad luck of the draw, that he was injured in his years with Dallas. So, hey, I give you one speech. I gave you my honest assessment. Move on.
Because let's
don't
be
care.
honest, he's stealing money again now. So,
Hey,
if
someone's
Memphis fans want to
someone's willing to give it to you. It is not stealing.
Preach.
That is what I operate
Preach.
under
That is
all the time.
I'm not
Some could
hating.
say,
Look, it's
I'm
all we
stealing
all
out here
want.
right now.
Thank you.
I got a week vacation in LA to come hang out with you guys.
First of all, you work 12 hours a day. That is not a vacation.
Yeah.
You need to reevaluate.
I
what
told
you
Jerry
think
Jones the same
vacation
thing.
is.
I just think it's just a little self-absorbed for him to think that Dallas is even going to remember him.
Oh,
like
interesting.
that.
Interesting.
Wow.
No, seriously, like you.
They'll
were there,
remember.
Like what were you there? Like 100
they will
days,
now.
maybe
Yeah.
like 100 days or something.
Dude, I
The
was
one
in Dallas
person that
less
gets-
than
No,
and they
because remember, he and Mark Cuban were like,
Yeah, they were.
Yes,
That's the
yes.
interesting
the one,
part
The
to
one
me.
person who probably would still get booed is probably DeAndre Jordan, your boy.
Oh, that's
Everybody else,
But they
you
were
know, it's kind of like, come on. It's like Chandler Parsons.
I don't know.
I feel
think
like Chandler
booing is
Parsons
cool.
isn't getting booed off of that, the DeAndre Jordan thing, seeing the Tim McMahon article that
Right.
came out, just
Yep.
how much a part of that he was. That's the interesting
Besides,
side
you
to me.
cannot tell people not to boo you. Like, that's just automatic stupid.
That means
Like,
they
that's-
will boo you?
Of
or-
course, if
Yeah.
you tell me not to boo you, I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, right.
Now I'm going to boo you as loud as I've ever booed
don't
in my
touch
whole
this.
life.
That's exactly what you touch.
It's a good conversation to have when we got a live audience today, too.
Yeah, kids. Do what you're told not to do. Time for 3 cheers.
Oh, man.
Clint Capella.
Again? After getting dunked
Maybe
on
we
by
should
Westbrook?
just do like a whole section of this.
I think he's going to replace Austin Rivers for y'all.
No. Now you're
Leave
fooling.
Austin alone. That
No,
boy's good.
you keep bringing him up. I would have forgotten about him.
Austin alone. I love him.
You do not.
He's like third in the league.
That follow through. Yeah, you see that follow through? What's that going to do?
2 cheers for a Louisville lineman. Check out a lineman here. Loses his balance.
Wow.
Oh, that bud.
The loneliest place in the world right there, guys.
Buddy.
Let's just say he's a little bottom
buddy.
Is that what he's like?
Low center of gravity.
Boy, he built like his
Yeah,
mama.
he just too much on the
Built
heels.
like his mama.
Seeing Ed Oliver ghost out there.
3 cheers for Marquise Morris. Wide open for a 3. Wide open. Got all day.
You know, sometimes you open for a reason.
Yeah, when you can dribble, when they let you do a dribble and get your feet set,
Close out.
Sometimes that's in the design, dude.
That's around the close out.
Who's he
All
talking
right
to?
there.
Earlier this week, we all thought Tony Romo had given a eulogy. I mean, he kind of did.
Romo!
There are some saying he could still lead a team to a Super Bowl. Okay.
get some shout outs to the East Lake Panthers in the house. What's up, baby?
Sports Nation is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
We have an audience.
Look at that. Not just a football team. That's the #1 team in San Diego, East Lake Panthers, now going to the Nationals in Las Vegas to go see. They're 12th ranked in the nation right now. And shout out to little Mike Speed, that's my man.
Which one of y'all gonna play for Detroit Lions?
Okay, stop. Although, speaking of bad teams, well, let's get right back into it. The Browns are actually also terrible. I mean, they're awful. They're awful. They're 0-10. I can't even say that, saying they could be the first team since the 2008 Lions to go 0-16. But the Browns' VP doesn't seem phased. He told Monday Morning Quarterback, "We are not focused on wins and losses this year. We're not going to blink. No one is panicked." I think saying that we're not focused on wins and losses, LZ, is one of the greatest quotes to come out of sports this year so far.
Y'all wrong.
Take it away.
If the goal was to tank and try to get the #1 pick in the draft, then you are right on course. But there were moments in which you were up 20-0 in the season.
You tried.
There were moments in the fourth quarter that you could have actually won a game. So to tell fans who were like, "Oh my gosh, we're going to win," that it's not wins and losses, it's total BS. You're just a bad team, and you're trying to put a little bunny on a pot of crap.
How far removed can you be from sports sitting up here in the comforts behind this desk?
Not that
And we
comfortable.
say it all the time, and we say it especially about the Lakers right now, where it's not about the wins and losses with this young core. Let them just grow together. Right now, he is saying exactly what we're allowed to say, and I love him for saying it. It's about the process, not the results. Just like in practice, trust the plan.
First of all, the Lakers
Trust the
arguing
plan.
this.
Thank you.
If you're a Browns fan, I'm ecstatic
All right,
about
then what's
this.
the plan?
You were up 20-0
What's the
in the
plan?
game, and you lost.
Listen, winning or losing is a byproduct at this point. You're on quarterback number 6 or something
Thank
this
you.
year for them. You're planning towards the future. You're
What
the Browns. You've just
future?
been recycling
Fine.
people over
Yeah.
and over
Fine,
there,
time out.
trying to find answers.
Time
You're
out,
actually
dude.
looking
He
long-term
went
for
This
this.
is
against
a
the
ship
specific
lost at
quarterbacks.
sea.
He got hurt game one.
No, and then the second quarterback, the rookie, was someone that Hugh Jackson wanted. He went after Kessler. That's what
Right.
he wanted.
Cody Kessler.
So let's not pretend as if now all of a sudden he wanted to be
LZ,
0-16.
LZ.
No, he wanted to win
All I
games.
want you to see is this parallel universe that you love, and it's going to be a 10-6 team that goes into the playoffs and gets smacked in the wild card round. And he's saying, I don't need 10 wins for that fate to happen. We're not doing anything this year. Let's worry about
But
the
you
process
didn't. When
of getting
have
somewhere.
you done something? Like the thing is this: if
That's
you're a
the point.
Browns
That's how
fan,
you change
but you're a
this.
Browns
Yes.
fan, you're thinking, how many years am I supposed to sit here and say, we're going to do it this time?
This is a
We're gonna
hard
try.
reset. You know when your phone or your computer goes bad, not just unplugging it, but shutting the whole thing down, waiting 10 minutes. They are waiting a season to really start this up again. This is a hard reset of a jump start to a
It's
future.
a hard franchise reset.
And you're like Charlie Brown right now. Here comes. All right.
It's
Moving
not about
on.
wins or
I don't
losses.
believe I've said Joe Flacco in quite some time.
So cool.
Yeah, it's weird. Ray Lewis had some public criticism for his former quarterback, Joe Flacco, yesterday. When asked about his inconsistent play this season, he told Fox Sports 1, quote, "Gifted? Absolutely. Passionate about what he do? I've never seen that. He's not a rah-rah guy. He won't say much. But in the game of football, there has to be some burning fire behind you." That sounds painful. Joe Flacco responded, but it was too boring to listen to. so he did some dancing.
There's some passion.
All right. He did say, though, he thought he and Ray had a better relationship because I feel like he probably thought he just got stabbed in the back a little bit. Fair of him to question passion?
Not at all. But you got to, one, check the source. And what Ray Lewis's level of passion, I don't think anybody that ever played football qualifies in terms of what passion is to Ray Lewis.
Yeah, it seems like a high bar.
And two, this is an attribute that's positive when they're going through trivial circumstances. Joe Cool, that's all we hear under fire. And now that same mentality and that same passion is also negative because they're going up and down this year. I don't think it's fair.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit ridiculous that we have this idea that, it can only be one way. You can only succeed with passion like Ray Lewis. When we've had guys go out there and win multiple Super Bowl MVPs looking like this.
Uh-oh.
Look at that. That's the face of a champion right there. So don't tell me
baby.
you need unbridled passion to win games, all right?
That's too much.
That's too much passion.
That's my quarterback. That's a cake party.
My favorite summation of the Ray Lewis passion comes from Joe Flacco in 2013, and I quote,
Oh, yeah.
he meant everything he was saying, but I didn't know what he was talking about 90% of the time.
I remember that. I remember when he said that.
That's your passion, baby.
Perfect. That's the first time you brought a fact up that we all liked. Good job. Next up, Romo Renaissance. If you thought Tony Romo conceding the Cowboys starting job earlier this week meant he was nearing the end of his career, were you wrong? Or at least that's what Jerry Jones thinks. Here's what the owner had to say about his longevity. Quote, I believe Tony will be the quarterback on a Super Bowl team. I believe that strongly. We're talking generic now, and I have no plans for him not to be part of the Dallas Cowboys. He also added that he thought he had 5 years of football left in him. Marcellus.
Yes, ma'am.
You're Romo's biggest fan.
Bravo!
Do you see him in a Super Bowl situation?
Absolutely. I see him being a Super Bowl caliber quarterback. If he can find himself in the right situation, those two things can marry. All of a sudden, you can have that success. But this is a part of what I've been telling you for the last 3 months. This is part of the Jerry Jones Romo package. The Romo care package and golden parachute goes like this. Romo, come here. I do not want you to go out there and tell those people that you're going to fight for this job. You're going to lay down and give it to Dak. However, I'm going to do two things for you. One, I'm going to tell everyone you're going to be on our roster next year. What does that say?
Ups the price.
$23 million
right.
will be paid to Romo. Two,
Okay.
he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback if you get him. And guess what that means? You have to trade for Tony Romo at the tune of $23 million at the age of 37.
Are we not giving
He's
him
taking care
a
of
lot
Tony
of the
Romo.
benefit of the doubt, seeing as, I don't know, he's never been in a Super Bowl? I feel like we're giving him a lot of
Don't
credit
let those
here.
facts get in the way. There's always a first.
This is still a guy who on his best day can be one of the top 10 or maybe even top 5 at his very best quarterbacks in the league. And if you look, there's a team out in Denver who's already got the blueprint for a
That's
situation
fair.
like this.
That is
Understands
fair.
just how to get it done.
Yep.
I'm just going to run through MVP candidate right now. Tom Brady's 39. Guy that just won a Super Bowl, 39. Elway, 38. Unitas, 37. Rich Gannon, 37.
Yep.
So just because he's over 35 years of age
can do
does
it.
not mean that he's beyond a chance of making it to a Super
Top
Bowl.
three.
So there's a chance situation.
There's a
Yeah.
chance.
It might be
You're saying
minuscule.
there's a
but
chance.
There's a chance.
He's taking care of Romo.
Coming
Smart.
up,
Just
Cam
to go to
Newton.
Cleveland.
Cam Newton wore these yesterday, and we are going to talk about what are those winners and losers next.
SportsNation.
I am loving me some Joel Embiid, who has now for trademark submitted the process, and it includes shirts, flip-flops, children's books, and pre-bottled Shirley Temples.
Man,
What's going on?
trying to hit that bar and bat mitzvah circuit hard with those.
MarcellusWileyShop.com. That's all I
Now,
got to
what do
think
you
of.
do not steal from this young man's thunder?
That
like
is
it.
exactly what you should do, young man. I applaud that because if we can have Trump steaks and Trump water, you can have all
That's
kinds of
fair.
Shirley
That's
Temple
fair.
water and
I've
process
never
this and
seen
process that.
a Shirley
smart.
Temple like this. This
That's
is amazing.
smart, actually.
Can I get a
That's
Sam
smart.
Hinkie died for this shirt?
Like they
Yes.
have apple cider?
Yes.
That's what we
Ooh,
need.
I like apple cider.
Yeah.
Loser, Virginia Tech, legendary head coach Frank Beamer, skipping the Virginia Tech Notre Dame game
Oh,
to
God.
attend a beauty pageant. Golick, as a Notre Dame alum, is he making the right move?
Yeah, probably this year. I'd say that anything's going to be better than watching what happens this weekend. But we're still going to pull it off. I believe in you guys.
I mean, why
As
can't
long
he
as we
win?
don't get any more
That's
turbo dabbing.
Yeah, turbo dad.
Oh.
Let him live. You know how many years he had to sacrifice and miss out on that beauty pageant? Let the man
What
live.
are you
Sacrifice. He
saying
got
right
paid.
now?
It's his time.
It's his time.
Miss out on a beauty? Is that
Yes.
a sentence?
Oh.
Winner.
I hosted one, yeah.
Wow. Cam Newton just trying to make people angry everywhere he goes. What are these? That's for real, though.
He didn't make them.
Fashionable or hideous?
I can't even explain.
Or hideously.
I'm not even sure.
They are!
Oh, that's pretty good.
See, now y'all like it, huh? Y'all see the story behind it, and now you like it.
I don't even
Wait,
know.
are these
that.
tribute to Enzo
There's a
Amore?
story behind it?
I love
that
it.
as a
just
story or
coincidence
just a
that
horse
Enzo
hat?
Amore
I
is
love
awesome.
it, except the tail.
It's very Fendi, the tail.
Yeah, it
loser,
was.
dog.
Oh, that is not a dog. Let's see it. Come on, give us some love.
That's some
All this
cat
cat wants a little attention, but she's not having it. Look at that.
I feel like I'm watching like foreplay
You know
between.
what that is?
Look how smart that intelligent animal is.
I don't understand what's
know what that
happening.
is?
Look at that
I know
cat.
what I
Like,
think
look,
it is.
all I
That's
want
Netflix
is
and chill
some
right there.
Oh
love.
my God.
This
a dog
feels
can
like
never
we're
do
not
that.
supposed to be
crime.
seeing
That's
this.
A dog could never pull that off.
That's 5 minutes into Catflix and chill right
We
there.
should
do it.
probably warn America.
All right, come on out here, man. Forget this cat.
Get out
Let's go
here.
look at these little puppies
out here,
right
boys.
here. Look at
Tell
this.
them again,
Move it on. Look at this.
National, I guess. Oh man, you guys are little. What's up, Jeers?
East Lake right now. Panthers ain't coming to Vegas. National champions right here, baby. And this little Mike Skeeter's my little man.